What's shaking, people? It's your boy Doomkiller HD. Sit back and relax. You are now rocking with the best. Let's go! It's the weekly wrap up where we give you the news. Break it down bite size so it's easier to consume. Discussing the hottest game that's out of what's coming soon. Is it real or is rumor? Homie, that's up to you. Fire or trash reaction. Live viewers call in. No cap conversation. We going all in. It's the weekly wrap up, so enjoy the show. You're now rocking with the best. Let the good times roll. Come on. What's shaking, people? It's your boy Doomkiller HD, and welcome back to another episode of the weekly wrap up. Sit back and relax. You are now rocking with the best, and you know it is Sunday night, so I got the best co-host rocking with me. Say hello to the people, Mr. J. Coon Prime.
What up, everybody?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. How you doing today, man? It's a good weekend so far.
Not too bad. Not too bad. Kind of low key. Taking the last few days of not having to be at work post surgery, using them to the best of my ability. So
ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Well, look, man, I got a question for y'all, and you're probably tired of hearing the same question every dang on week. But what games you play this week, huh?
So this week started this poll that I started doing. That when I did the surgery, I told myself all these single player games that kept falling by the wayside, you were going to take some time and play those. And I put it up to my community, and they voted for me to do my first ever Zelda game, because I've never played a Zelda game. So we have been playing The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild for the very, very first time. And God, I hate it. I hate it so much.
Wow, you're about to get roasted for that. Good.
I don't care. Give me your worst.
Wow. I have not played it, but I've just seen all the reviews, and the people who have played it seem like they are in love with it. So I am sorry that you are going through that, good sir.
Self-inflicted. I'll be okay.
Well, I hear that.
Yeah.
As for me, what game? What's good with it, Hoarder? How you doing, Trent Coyote? Hopefully all is well. As for me, I've still been playing the same couple of games. Like, I can't get off of Jedi Survivor, bro.
It's a good game, man.
I really like that game. Overwatch 2, of course, but we're gonna be talking about that because a lot of people, we're gonna talk about Overwatch 2. Right. But and I played some Fortnite with you yesterday, which was pretty damn fun, yo. Like,
so what did I tell you? What did I tell you? The first time you go into Battle Royale with me, you gotta win. What did I tell you? I told you.
I was running with like the two super sweats in DSG when it comes to Fortnite as well. Like, anytime I play with Wiccan, I know I'm about to catch a dub. You know what I'm saying? Anytime I play with Killmore Rage, I know I'm about to catch a dub. With you added onto it, it just significant.
Like, there's no way we're losing this,
bro. And it was like, boom. I was like, wait, we at the end of the match, or it wasn't even. I don't even think we played the full 7 minutes, bro. Like, it was just like y'all was killing everything that was moving. Like, I was catching assist points and stuff. Yo, it was dope. It was dope. I enjoyed myself, but I can only play that game maximum 2 hours. Like, even if I can't. I don't know what it is about. I don't know if it's the drop in the same spot every dang on time or whatever, but
I mean, it could be like, I'll even admit, do I play it with the same frequency that I used to? No, I don't. Because I have gone on record and said I don't particularly care for the Chapter 4 map. I don't like it very much. It's a smaller map. The Arsenal tends to promote a more aggressive play style, and I play very passively. I play very defensively. And this map just doesn't cater to that. And like, I miss the Chapter 2 map. At this point, I miss the Chapter 3 map. And the fact that we are very likely never going to see these maps again just make me very, very sad.
So. Right. It is what it is, though. But I mean, that's just for me. I'm like, it is what it is, you know. I'm not hating on the game. I enjoyed playing with y'all yesterday.
Yeah.
that was pretty dang on fun. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to host one of them with some Overwatch, where we can get a couple of hours of.
Oh, I'm down.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
Hey.
Let's make the next community night Overwatch 2. Then I'll be a little longer on there. At that
I'll make sure it's downloaded 100%. Let's do it.
Yes, indeed. All right, that's enough about what games we played. I think that's it for me. Anyway, it was Fortnite, Overwatch 2, Jedi Survivor. I did not go back to Midnight Suns yet, but I'll get there eventually. It's one of those games that you can go back to. Let's talk about.
Speaking of which, I did finally finish that.
Nice. Yeah. Let's talk about what we are going to be talking about for the night, which is actually Fortnite, Overwatch 2 and its drama, the PlayStation Showcase, and Kamala Khan. We're gonna get into it. Let's talk one of your favorite games first, though. Let's talk Fortnite. What's good with it? Who cares? What's good with it? Oh, and we're gonna have your homeboy King Greek come through too and talk about some Overwatch too. So be on the lookout for the homie King Greek coming through. Who cares in the building? Dante in the building. I see you guys. What's good with it? Fortnite, Overwatch, PlayStation Showcase, Kamala Khan, Fortnite. Miles Morales enters the building. So if I am correct, they released him today, right?
The shop has not updated. It will update within the next 40 minutes. So if he shows up, I'm pretty sure Mr. Shockblast will scream it from the rooftops of Twitter. Okay. Since we're going to be in the podcast when it happens, unless I just click on Fortnite midway through the podcast and nah, he ain't there, or yes, he is there. Okay. But he was supposed to show up around the same time Prowler and Spider-Gwen were brought in, but then Across the Spider-Verse got delayed, so they delayed him.
Him specifically. Yeah. Well, him and let's talk about who he's coming with. Mr. 29. Yes, sir. Now, I'm probably not going to buy any of these skins because I'm kind of done spending money on skins in Fortnite. I think I'm just over it.
But fair.
If I were to have to choose one of these skins, it would be really hard for me not to choose 2099, even though I would have to get Miles Morales just because it's Miles Morales. Yeah. But 2099, if they only gave me enough money to choose one of these skins, I would be so mad that I didn't get 2099, even though you know what I'm saying. Like,
oh yeah,
if you could only grab one, which one would you choose out of the two?
Only because I'm biased as hell, I would pick 2099, and that's just mainly because I've grown up reading about Miguel O'Hara. One of my favorite Spider-Man games of all time features Miguel O'Hara as a main character. And then on top of that, when they did all new Spider-Man type of deal, there was a good 2 years where Miguel was stuck in our time. And certain roles in the Marvel Universe had been reversed, where Tony Stark was actually down on his luck and broke, and Peter was a millionaire running Parker Industries. Right. Yeah. So he gave Miguel a modernized version of his suit. And I read every single issue of that series and how we got to see Alchemax not just influence the future, but how they came to power in the present. So I was already really invested in Spider-Man 2099 even before Miles Morales showed up, which I love him as well, but I do got to admit, I'm still reading 2099. I'm not reading Miles Morales as much as of late. Him having his own clone saga, I just went, oh, for God's sake.
Yeah. That was, yeah. Overwatch 2 drama. Let's get our boy King Greek in here real quick. Let me go ahead and send him a anything else you want to talk about as far as Fortnite and the finale, I guess, of the season that is coming, right? So yeah.
So to our disbelief, I don't think that there's going to be a live event this season. It's usually like a live event every other season, but it doesn't look like we're going to have one this time around. But we are going to have some type of, and I don't know if it's going to be a live event, but there is going to be some sort of beginning of season 3 kind of thing, which I can only assume is probably like the first time you log on, you're going to see this. None of us really know what Fortnite is doing now, because like they followed a pretty solid formula for a good long while.
Mm-hmm.
And now since chapter 3, they've kind of changed things up where we're thinking we're going to get a new chapter every year now. And yet nobody knows for sure right now. In data miners we trust when it comes to Fortnite at this point. I know a lot of people don't like to talk about leaks, but with Fortnite it's almost encouraged because that's the only way we're going to get information.
I would hopefully they would drop a new season relatively quick, because I'm gonna be honest with you, this one has not really been
I feel you. Like Mega has been cool and all. Like Mega City is cool. The
You know
weapons are
what though?
cool. But
Let me
outside of that,
stop
I
that.
didn't care.
Let me stop that. Because I know people who only play Fortnite right now. Like that, the game, they love it. You know what I mean? They are enjoying the crap out of it. Like, you know, talk about the homie Wiccan in QMO Rage. Wiccan is like a level 380 something right now. You know what I mean? He's on that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so, and I know people who I've tried to steer away a little, not steer away, but to steal them away.
Man, why are you playing that Fortnite? Come play Overwatch with me.
Yeah, come play Overwatch, man. Come play Overwatch. They play it for a little bit and it was right back to Fortnite. You know what I mean? And I respect it. Like, so I think for me personally, Fortnite has lost its lore. Like I have not won a single game, like not a single game, but a solo game in the full season. Like it just does not happen for me anymore. And I'm not really having fun. Like it was cool playing, with the force powers and you guys teaching me how to use them and stuff like that. That was pretty cool and everything. And I did not like the ODM gear. That was just completely weird to me. Like in Fortnite, I guess I got to get used to that. But it's just not. It's the battle royal thing. I think it is. It's the same map every time. No matter where you land at, you landed on the same map. The circle's gonna shrink. You're gonna end up in the spot that you've been 50 million times, no matter where that spot is. And I'm like, I'm good.
And I feel you on that 100%. The only thing that has me overlooked, like it's going to be the same map every time, but that does not mean the same gear is going to be there every time. Although some of that, if you're going to make it random drops, then make it random drops. But we know where to
go to get the good gear, though. You know exactly where to go to get the gear. So, like when I'm playing with Wicked, I know that he's gonna get one of them cool shotguns. He's gonna get a DMR. He's gonna upgrade it till it's purple or gold, and we're gonna win a match because he's gonna pop, 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 or bop, 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 and that's it is that every game. Yeah, we lose sometimes. Sometimes we get sweated on or whatever. Go right back. Same. Like I played. It was me, Pewter Odin, Wiccan, and somebody else. I don't even remember who it was. We had like 4 of us, right? We would win 3 games, lose 1, get sweated on, right? Win 3 games, lose 1, get sweated. It was the same thing until I was just like, I'm done. I can't do it anymore. Have fun, guys. You know what I mean? Like 2 hours and I'm done, bro.
Yeah, I think that's the big reason that like Fortnite, as of last week, rolled out this new ranked mode. Right. With public games, like it's a melting pot. You could have like Fortnite Champion Series winners in there rolled in with someone who has just downloaded it on a whim via PlayStation, and somebody's 3-year-old cousin is playing it. And matter of fact, it's actually like kind of required reading to avoid public mode during certain points of the day because a cash cup may be coming on, and cash cups are held in the public game mode, and people are going to be queuing in constantly to try, because it's a point accruement Not so much whether or not you win. It's a point accruement thing. So like it'll tell you, hey, Cash Cup is going on right now, and that's kind of like your cue. Maybe I'll go into creative. Like what's going on over here? But they have now added a ranked mode where just like Overwatch, just like Halo Infinite, just like Destiny 2, and a couple other competitive shooter games where you will play a certain number of matches and then it places you based on how well you did in those matches. And then skill-based matchmaking takes over from there. The more you win, the higher into the ranks you go, and the steeper the competition gets. And I've been hearing nothing but good things about the ranked mode so far, which I'm looking forward to digging into this week.
I'm never gonna play that. I'm never gonna do that. I'm so sorry, dog. I will never do that.
It's all good.
I hear you. I'm just telling you. Yeah, I'm good. There's no reason for me. I don't like the regular sweats. When am I gonna go get even sweaty? No, indeed not. Anyways,
I'm unfazed. I spent years playing Combat League in Mortal Kombat 11, where it's like, oh, this dude has 128 ping on Wi-Fi in Saskatchewan. You're fighting him anyway.
Nah.
Thanks.
Nah, I'm good. I can't seem to get a hold of King Greek, and I'm not doing all of the extra page and stuff, so we're gonna go ahead and get right on into the meat of this. Overwatch 2 drama. They scrapped the PvE mode, and it is causing all kind of turmoil inside the Overwatch 2 community. It's going crazy over there right now. Like, I got friends, personal partners, and homies and whatnot that are like, I'm not spending another cent on this game. They did us dirty. They strung us along. I'm gonna tell you like this. Picture this, bro. Like when I even downloaded, I've had Overwatch 2 downloaded on my console since the day it was announced that you could download it. You know what I mean? For free. It was a free to play version, right? The Overwatch 2. Never played Overwatch 1. But the whole reason I downloaded it was because it was a PvE mode coming to the game, and I had seen gameplay of Overwatch, and it's a beautiful game. Like I was like, oh, this game looks really good. I don't want to go sweat those, so I can't wait for the PvE mode. So it just sat on my console since they announced it. It was just sitting there. A couple of the homies, speaking of one, which was King Greek, got me into playing the PvE mode. It was like, just come play it. You'll like it. You'll be prepared for when the PvE mode comes out. So I'm like, okay, I'll go play some PvP. I end up enjoying the hell out of the game. I'm not stopping playing it. You know what I mean? But for a lot of people, they literally took a paid for game, which was Overwatch. You had to buy Overwatch. Your $60, $70, $80, whatever version you got.
Yeah.
And you got it was like Avengers. You know, you pay for the game, the skins and stuff that come along and the new heroes or whatnot are free. So they literally took that from these people, bro. They took their paid for game and gave them a free to play model game where ain't nothing free anymore. Like, you know, all of that stuff you paid for, cool. Now here, pay for this every month, which is your battle pass, which includes the skins and the heroes.
And from what I'm seeing, the Overwatch Battle Pass does not roll into itself like the Fortnite Battle Pass does or the Apex Battle Pass does. So, like, that's $10 out of your pocket every month, guaranteed. Where Fortnite is like, you don't want to spend anything? Cool, take those V-Bucks and roll it into the next Battle Pass. You can do that. That's a damn shame. They did y'all dirty.
I don't say y'all because I'm new to the model anyway. So what I'm getting is what I've already, I've got a free to play game that has a battle pass. If I want the stuff inside the battle pass, I'll pay $10. If I don't want the stuff inside the battle pass, I'm not paying $10. You know what I mean? You're not swindling me. If I want this stuff, I'm willing to pay for it. But who you did swindle was the people who paid $50 to $70 to $80 for your game that are expecting to get the stuff that should come with an $80 game. You literally just took that from them and was like, here, this is a new version. Take this free hero tracer, but we've got 4 more heroes, actually 5 with the inclusion of Lifeweaver, that you're going to either pay for or you're going to grind your behind off before you can play any of these people. And that's what I had to do. Like I didn't want to pay for the bonus heroes. These bonus heroes are top notch, but I'm not paying for them. So you gotta win, like for instance, to get Sumatra or whatnot, or Ramatra or whatever his name is.
Yeah, Ramatra.
Ramatra. Here's King Greek in the building now, so he can talk.
Yeah, the new Omnic tank, right? That's supposed to be
yeah. He's super dope. But you've got to win 35 games either as a tank or as all heroes. Then you got to do all of these other little challenges to get him, right? Or you can spend like $5 and just cash him out. But the way they set that up is he's the last hero. So you've got to win 35 matches 5 times before you can even get to him. Is how is it set up.
You know what? Where's my $5?
That's how they get you.
I mean, I can't say a damn thing. I can't say a damn thing at all because I will look at that thing and like, you want me to do how much? How much is it to buy them outright? $5. I got $5 in my PayPal here. Just
I'm not doing it,
dude. I did it with Gundam Evolution, and I'm not even playing that right now.
I've got heroes I didn't even want trying to get to this one hero. You know what I'm saying? Like King Greek, how you doing, good sir?
Hold on 1 second. I had to put my shawarma up. Shawarma. Yeah, I was eating shawarma. Sorry. I was eating shawarma and playing something I can't talk about yet. So sorry. I was trying to get situated. Apologies. Okay. But hello, everybody. Hopefully,
how you doing?
Hopefully everybody is doing well. Doom, thank you for having me, J. Kuhn. It's nice to see that you're doing well and recovering. Looking like Mr. Clean. What was the topic here?
We're talking. I mean,
excuse me, sir. I'm planning to defeat Superman later, so you address me properly as Mr. Luthor. You got it.
Hopefully, not the Jesse Eisenberg version.
No, Michael Rosenbaum or bust. I don't give a damn.
Wait, what about John Cryer? What?
Actually, you know what? I'll go a step further. I'm the Clancy Brown Lex Luthor. There we go.
You don't have an inch
of we're talking about Overwatch 2, Greek, and I was explaining to the people how they pretty much took a paid for game, stripped everything that was about it, gave you the free-to-play version, and now charge you monthly for the things that were for free. We haven't even gotten to the scrap PvE portion of it. We're just talking about the stripped game in the free-to-play model. Go ahead and just talk to the people, bit, sir.
I'm not necessarily as like kind of taken aback by that, just simply because you see a lot of games now basically following that model. But it's also just the question of just how successful can those games be. Because, like, for example, if you want to talk about team-based games, I could bring up League of Legends. Now, that's a game that is free to play, but League of Legends also has dozens of microtransactions. Like, it's a free to play game that you normally would have to. You think you would have to pay for
but
it?
You can't put League of Legends in the same boat. If we're going to do that, you would have to look at Destiny. And if you're going to look at Destiny crushes Overwatch every time because their PvE is one of their main sources of their game.
I put League in the same boat because they're both team-based objective games.
Well, what I'm saying is, are we talking PvE only?
Well, no, we're talking about the game
package
in itself going from a pay. When Destiny 2 went free to play, it didn't really hurt the game at all. It actually helped the game. It got people like myself to even touch the game. You got your high rulers and stuff.
At that point,
right. You've got your high rulers and stuff now stepping into the world of Destiny because of that. You know what I'm saying? And mostly it's not because of the Crucible aspect. It's because of the PvE aspect of it. They're going raiding together. They're going to do all of those things that you were supposed to be able to do in Overwatch 2 that you can't. So
if I can say this, the difference with that is like J. Kuhn said,
Mhm.
Destiny 2, I mean Destiny was already established first and foremost. So when it went free to play, it again, the game it was a good game overall. When Destiny first launched, the game was not as great. As we all know, once the Taken King released, that's when the game took a full 180 and it ended up becoming the Destiny we know now today. You are right, dude. But the primary factor being is that Destiny was already an established game. So even if it did end up losing something, the fallback wouldn't have been as much because they already could be again, they had so much to build on in game from. That's essentially what Overwatch did. Overwatch was a paid game, and they already had, their
Yes.
base established, and then they went free to play. But Overwatch and
But
Destiny
they
both,
went free to play on the promise of something way bigger than what
yeah,
they already were established.
they
That's
took
the
a different
difference.
path. Yeah, that's what I was gonna
That's
say.
the
They took a different
difference.
path.
You Destiny didn't promise you we're going to make Crucible as big as Fortnite's Battle Royale. You know what I mean? But you got
Yeah, they definitely
Overwatch.
didn't do that.
You know what I'm saying? You got Overwatch, like the RPVE. We're going to give you the things that you want in the people. We're going to give you skill trees. We're going to have you leveling up. This is what we're selling you on. I'm watching all of these stories. The homie sent me an hour's worth of dang on lore about some Overwatch that don't even matter anymore. You know what I mean? I'm just like, what? Like, bro, like,
I
I'm
will
not
say
even.
this: one of the most wasted opportunities was Overwatch not turning into some type of animated movie. Biggest wasted opportunity ever.
Or a series because you saw what
Yeah,
League did with Arcane, and Arcane
yeah,
became one of the best shows, one of the best animated shows out of the past decade
yep.
because of just how truthful they stayed to the material, which a lot of games turned TV shows or movies for some reason can't do, but also just because of its unique animated style. And you get like in if we being real, Into the Spider-Verse, kind of set the trend for bringing back those innovative art styles and not just everything looking so photorealistic. But yeah, same thing with Arcane. And the thing is, we've seen all of these Overwatch cinematics. They look wonderful. For years, people have been asking, y'all can clearly make these clips. Why not just make it into a movie? Give us a couple of movies, or just make it into a series? Because Overwatch is under Blizzard. Blizzard clearly has the money to do so. The money they're going to make off Diablo 4 alone, that would be enough to cover a good 2-3 seasons of Overwatch.
Easily.
Like it's there. They choose not to do it, but it's there. There's money on the table, but they choose to push it towards other areas.
But I guess the point I was trying to make is for people like me who did not get sucked in to the PvP portion of it. Because if it wasn't for you, like you and Babe, bro, and whatnot, literally, you know, spoon feed me. This is how this character works. Oh no, if you want to play with this character, you need to be in the background. If you want to run with this character, you should be ahead of the line, giving them hell and whatnot. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't have people like you know, helping them through the game like that. They're just going in playing a PvP game and then like, I wanted to play the PvE version of this. This PvP ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? Like you literally have to understand the majority of the characters to even be good in the game because you got to understand, okay, well, this person said this, that means they're about to use I should probably hide. Or this person, just did this, that means they're, somebody's getting hacked or whatnot. Or you don't just learn that playing by yourself a few times and it'll take you out your game not knowing stuff like that. You know what I mean? So they sold a game based on the fact that you could play with your friends, you don't have to worry about sweating at all, and that is gone. That is not we're getting at all. And they're like, I'm not really too sorry about it, but we got a cool roadmap for you. You feel me? Like I'm sorry, let me just say this real quick, Greek, and I'm gonna let you just go
Oh yeah,
ahead.
no, yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna just say this real quick. I'm not one of the ones who's mad because I actually enjoy the game for what it is. This is what I walked into. This is what I was taught how to play. I'm good with it. But I've seen my friends pissed off behind this. You know what I mean? They're like, no, I've been playing your Overwatch 2 with the mind that I'm getting this PvE and it's not coming. And it's that really I'm not spending another dollar with you. It's how they looking at it. You know what I mean? So I'm letting y'all know how those people feel right now. Me personally, I'm good with the game the way it is. Like it's fun as hell to me. I play that shit almost every other day. But go ahead, Green, go.
To me, this whole situation was a bigger slap in the face than Bethesda screwing up Fallout 76 and then going on stage at the Game Awards in the midst of that horrible controversy and not even so much as apologizing to the player base.
Bruh.
Because Fallout 76 was a horrible game when it came out. That, like, I'm talking like cyberpunk bad. That was not a good situation. It didn't get taken off the story, but still. With Overwatch, the whole, because I said this on Twitter too, the whole selling point of Overwatch 2, because a lot of people were questioning why, why are we getting Overwatch 2? What do we need this for? They could have just did the same thing that DC Universe Online is doing, where I believe it's gonna be sometime next year, if I'm right, J. Kuhn. I don't know if you know exactly when they're getting like a massive graphics. They're updating a massive graphics overhaul to the game.
Okay. I keep hearing it's going to happen. I keep hearing it's BS. So I am just going to sit here and play DCUO and queue up for these things that I still need to do and wait 3 hours to actually get into said queue and just hand them my $15 a month until something actually happens. So,
yeah. That's what they're saying is going to happen with DC. The same could have happened with Overwatch. You know, they could have just upgraded the graphics to what they are now in Overwatch 2, because visually the game does look a lot different. But instead, we were supposed to get all this lore. Overwatch 2 was built on, for those who care about the story, it was built on the premise of Overwatch finally reforming and then coming together to battle against the new Omnic War, which was being led by Ramatra. However, that's not the case. The whole selling point of Overwatch 2 was the PvE story, all of the co-op missions and the raids and the stuff that they were going to add. And it's not like, the worst part about it is it was never on the table. The only thing that was on the table was the idea. This isn't something like I would say, God forgive me for bringing this up, like Patrol Mode for Avengers. This was on the table. That was on the table. And then it ended up getting pushed back so much, they never scrapped it. It just kept getting pushed back, and we never got it. For Overwatch, that was never on the table. Only the idea was. So we were buying these battle passes and using these paying for these characters and everything. Right. When this was never, when if you really look at it, it was never really coming. Blizzard, I'm not gonna lie, pulled one of the meanest. Wait, can I cuss on here?
Go ahead.
Blizzard pulled one of the meanest fucking licks that I've seen in the past couple of years of gaming. You promised an entire player base, an entirely new side of a game, only to tell them, "Hey, we never got started on it because we realized we couldn't do it."
Wow!
So we're just gonna give you these small form PvE missions and give you this roadmap to show you that we got 2 new tank and support heroes coming with some more battle pass skins and this and that and whatnot. That was the biggest slap in the face. Because don't get me wrong, I love Overwatch. I was in the beta for it way back in 2016. I got to hold up. Where my keys at? Where my goddamn keys at? Motherfucker, I have a Winston keychain. That my best friend shipped to me when she went to BlizzardCon a couple of years ago.
Bruh.
I love this game.
Yeah.
And they pulled out but it's I don't know what Blizzard is. I'm gonna let J. Kuhn go because it seems like J. Kuhn got something to say. I'm
eight together strong.
See, hold up. Somebody post that on Twitter. We love this goddamn game, and they played us. That's exactly how that went. Blizzard, I don't know what's good. whoever, I'm not gonna lie, somebody need a pay cut. Somebody needs something.
Mm.
Wait, because also this, where was the money going? All of that money for the battle passes, some of those black ass skins in the battle pass.
It
Where was
went
the
to
money
Diablo
going?
4.
See, no, see, don't say that because you're gonna make me justify it because I like Diablo 4. Don't do that.
I mean, where am I lying? Where am I lying?
Oh God,
But no,
Diablo 4
this.
looks so good.
I mean, Doom. If you get it, we'll play with you. It's a
I'm
lot
getting
easier. It's a lot easier than games like Path of Exile because it's much streamlined. But no, this ain't about Diablo. But yeah, no, this entire situation. I'm not gonna lie. I'm still getting Diablo. I still love Overwatch. I'm cool. I'm okay with Blizzard, but I've definitely lost a lot of respect for the Overwatch team, specifically in Blizzard, somewhat because I know these decisions had to come from the higher ups. I've lost respect for them for this shit because this was
like this. That's a question because I keep hearing, "Oh, don't go after the devs. Don't go after the devs." But if you knew you were not working on it and they took all your ideas and told you that they can't afford it or whatever they can't, and you didn't say nothing to the people, that's why the people mad with you because you're part of the reason why they were still hyped up. So I will never go after a dev, but at the same time, for this one, I don't know if I'm too protective of them either. I'll just
like
say
it.
that.
They not innocent. They ain't the main cause of the problem, but they not innocent at the same time.
When it comes to Blizzard, I can agree with that 100%. Having a lot of sympathy for the devs, though, like not to play devil's advocate or nothing, because I have a lot of friends that work for certain game devs. I won't name names, but their initials are N, R, and S.
Don't do that. No, don't even do
No,
that.
it's not a secret. It's really not a secret. But believe me when I tell you, I've lost count how many tournaments and events I went to where I would sit there and talk to my friends and just watch them get bombarded by an avalanche of questions that they are just not allowed to say anything at all. So it could very well have been a situation where the higher ups said, "You're not allowed." Look at what happened. How much shit was Avengers not allowed to talk about? That the higher ups just straight up went, "You're not allowed to talk about this." And we had to sit there and watch Andy sweat bullets for an hour because he knew what we wanted to hear and he was not allowed to say it. How many times did we watch that happen?
Jesus.
So I have some sympathy here.
Yeah. I'm not saying I don't, because y'all know I'm a little overprotective of devs actually. But in this situation, the way they came out swinging. Oh, y'all are not gonna do this to us because wait, hold on, dude. You're still a part of the problem when you break it down. Yes, they were told they couldn't say anything, but that's a part of the problem. Them not saying anything causes people to be led on, bro. Like if you know it's wrong, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say that, but yeah.
I mean, I get it because it's like, look at it this way, Joe.
Situations where jobs are like, oh, yeah. I can say this, but it's going to cost you your job.
That's why I'm not gonna do that because I don't want nobody to lose their job.
Exactly. Yeah.
But at the same time, that you just literally, I know for a fact, $160 they're not getting right now. From the couple of people that I've talked to, that's $160 they will not be getting now. You know what I'm saying? Like, how many times has that about to multiply because of like my man down here just say, you know what? I lost some respect for him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I ain't buying another battle pass. I bought that last one. I ain't buying this one.
There you go. That's another $10 gone right there.
The sad thing about it is that for the most part, like we're talking about a game that has a global presence. We are talking about a game that has its own established, financially successful professional league. As much as I hate to be that guy, they're not going to miss our money. They'll be fine.
Yeah, okay, cool. But you could say they're not going to miss your money all day long. Losing money is losing money. Period.
Yeah. Oh, period, 100%.
For real. Like, and the loss to me, the loss of respect is going to go a lot further than those few dollars that they aren't going to miss, because now you got people like, you know what, I don't want to buy this game coming up. I don't want to put my money towards this. I'm not going to watch this because it's sponsored by that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a trickle effect, bro. So you might not miss your or the $170 that I was talking about, but they're gonna miss that respect. I promise you that much. I promise you that much. But anyways, because I don't want to be harping, and I don't want to sound like I'm one-sided, because I'm about to play Overwatch 2 when I get off of this dang on podcast, because I like the game, but I feel for the people who are hurt right now. Is all I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's pretty.
Yeah.
Woo. PlayStation 2 showcase.
Damn, we taking it back all the way to 2, huh?
Did I say PlayStation 2?
Blast
Yes, you
processing
did.
and 24 megabyte memory card.
I
Here
don't
we
even
come.
know. Oh, because I've been saying Overwatch 2 this whole time. I was like, why would I even say PlayStation 2?
It's okay, dude. We know your memory's going a little bit.
Anyways, like I was saying, PlayStation showcase. Okay. Now, in all honesty, from everything that I've seen online since this thing has been announced, is everybody's talking about is Spider-Man 2. Everybody's talking about Spider-Man 2. So I guess we could talk about Spider-Man 2 as well. What do you think is going to happen as far as announcements, gameplay, or CGI type of stuff? Like, what do you think is going to happen for the showcase of Spider-Man 2, if they showcase Spider-Man 2? Start with you, King Greek.
They're gonna give us gameplay and not show Venom. The easiest way, like, again, when you think about it, is the easiest way to appease everybody but piss them off at the same time. You give us gameplay, you don't show Venom, which is what everybody is looking forward to.
I don't know about that theory, because
We might see Craven, we not gonna see Venom.
I see that's the whole thing.
We might get a tease.
I don't think we're gonna see Craven at all, because we didn't see Doc Ock in any of the promo. It was all Mr. Negative. It was Scorpion. It was Electro, and all of those.
Well, we saw Otto Octavius, but we didn't see Doc Ock.
We didn't see Doc Ock though.
Yeah.
We didn't think Doc Ock would be the main villain of Spider-Man. We thought it was going to be Mr. Negative.
But to be fair, Doc Ock, you also got to think about it. Craven and Venom have already been established as the main villains of the game. Doc Ock was technically a secret until the end of the second act. Mr. Negative was portrayed as the main villain of the game.
Exactly.
That's the difference.
Why? That's what I'm trying to get you to figure out right now for yourself. Why would they show us anything other than what we already know?
Because it's Sony.
I hate you, Greek. Go talk to me, J. Cole Prime. I don't even want to talk to Greek no more, bro. What do you think?
I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong.
You're not. You're not wrong at all. What do you think they're gonna show us once Spider-Man goes for this showcase, bro?
So I have two answers. One is what I'm hoping, and one is what's probably going to happen. What I am hoping. There is going to be an ass pull in the presentation. We are going to get full gameplay presentation. We're going to see it, and it's like this is going to be like an hour-long presentation. So I am expecting Spider-Man to be a good 15, 20 minutes of it. Mm-hmm. So we are going to see Spider-Man 2. We're going to see gameplay. We are going to see updated Manhattan. The ass pull is not going to be a new character. It's not going to be a new villain. It's not even going to be some type of new feature. The ass pull is going to be Venom is here and he is playable. What I think is going to actually happen is gameplay of a singular mission that's in some undisclosed part of the game, just like the skyscraper mission was. We are going to get a very, very brief glimpse of Venom, and that's it, and then a release date. Done.
I totally agree with with that is going to happen. Chat, what y'all think is going to happen? Let me see what the chat talking about, because the chat is actually already going off.
But that's my hope, is that we see Venom, and not only do we see him, but he is playable.
What about
Because it's gonna be Harry. It's not gonna be Eddie Brock. It's gonna be Harry, and Harry's not bad. So you're gonna have sections where you're playing as Peter. You're gonna have sections where you're playing as Miles, and he'll kind of stick to Brooklyn. And then you're gonna have Harry as Venom, kind of going all over the place, interacting with the two.
What other game? What? Okay, so like that specifically reminds me. I don't know if anybody here has watched Ultimate Spider-Man, but yeah, for like a good I think it was like an episode or 2 episodes. Harry definitely had the Venom symbiote
and had it under control.
Was just running around as the black suited Spider-Man for like a good portion of time until things get out of control with Venom, as it normally always does. That's essentially what that reminds me of. Because when you think about it, there haven't really been that many games where you can play. There's been a game where you can switch back and forth between the original and the black suit, which was Web of Shadows.
Yep.
And then you also had Shattered Dimensions, which was 2 characters, and in my mind is also a continuation of Spectacular Spider-Man with Josh Keaton. But there hasn't been I say that because the black suited Spider-Man and Shattered Dimensions is Josh Keaton. That's the same one from the show. That's the same one.
Oh, okay.
There hasn't been many games where you can play as both Spider-Man and Venom. One of them that a lot of people I know forgot about was Friend or Foe, where you was actually able to play as multiple villains as well.
Ultimate Spider-Man PlayStation 2.
That's
and Spider-Man and Venom versus Carnage was awesome.
Yeah, Maximum Carnage.
Yes.
And then Separation Anxiety, the ultimately inferior sequel.
Yeah, those are the oldest. Those are the oldest games of all of them. But there hasn't necessarily been that many. If anything, with Venom, here's what I'm hoping, and I'm actually glad Midnight Suns did this. They have a habit of making Venom not how he's supposed to be. The Venom is supposed to be a massive brawler. That is how he's built. He's not supposed to be like this slim kind of big boxer type of deal. No, he's supposed to be a brawler. In the game, he was literally like just a couple inches smaller than Hulk.
Yeah,
and Hulk is already one of the biggest characters in game. That's how he's like. So I do definitely hope that they get his design right above all else.
What other games do you think they're going to showcase for this PlayStation showcase, Mr. King Greek?
I'm assuming we're going to see something Final Fantasy related. Final Fantasy 16. I mean, that's kind of like a given. Out of all of the games I'm looking forward to, I would say Wonder Woman, but that seems more like a summer game for this type of thing instead of Sony, because that's about Monolith. Because it's mostly Sony games, and a lot of the games are like I'm looking forward to, like Iron Man, the Captain America game, Transformers Reactivated, Diablo. That's not gonna be there. Suicide Squad, I don't expect to hear anything from Suicide Squad until the Game Awards at best. I don't expect to hear anything about that game until the Game Awards.
Damn. Okay. J-Kun, what other games you think might pop up?
Oh, Wolverine. I forgot. Sorry.
So, if I may, I actually have the leak list right in front of me. I'm just going to roll down what I think is possible and what is just straight up bullshit.
Go ahead.
All right. Cool. Last of Us factions could happen. Twisted Metal, I am all but certain because there's a Twisted Metal show coming. Resident Evil 4 VR, maybe. Potentially, the reveal of the Metal Gear Solid remake could happen. Silent Hill 2, 50-50. Mortal Kombat, if we do see anything Mortal Kombat, it's not going to be outside of what we already know. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, I think, is very, very likely because that is fiscal year 2023. So that's going to be like ass into this year, beginning first quarter next year. So we are probably going to see something for that. Half-Life Alex, no. Death Stranding 2, I think it's possible, but we're not going to get any more than maybe like a new trailer. Stellar Blade, I don't know. Hades 2, possibly Darkest Dungeon 2, not likely. Goodbye Volcano High, very likely. Dishwasher Collection, likely. Ghost of a Tale 2, quite possibly. Lost Soul Aside, maybe. Killzone, I'm really, really iffy unless you are looking to just reboot the whole franchise, which if that's the case, maybe, but I wouldn't see anything more than a trailer. Ghost of Kamakura, not happening. Not happening at all. Helldivers 2, also, I do not believe will happen at all. And Darkside, Santa Monica Studio, not happening. I would say Spider-Man, absolutely. A lot of the stuff that I already said probably going to happen. Anything outside of that, we may see a teaser for Wolverine. I think the biggest ass pull would either be the announcement of the remake of Metal Gear, which would probably be a remake of Metal Gear Solid 3, because that's ultimately kind of where the timeline starts. If there's going to be an ass pull, it may be what are we going to see from Blue Core Studios, and it could very well be Bloodborne remake, remaster. We could see something about Bloodborne 2, but with that being directly from software, I don't see that happening because they're working on Armored Core. Or we could see an announcement for Bloodborne on PC. All of which would be one hell of an ass pull.
The only thing that I'm looking forward to seeing, not the only thing, but a couple of the things that I'm looking forward to seeing from the PlayStation Showcase is hopefully something Wolverine, because I'm a superhero game lover.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need my Spider-Man fix. If they could somehow pull out some kind of Metal Gear something, I think fandom would go crazy. I'm not a super Metal Gear head, but I mean,
you will hear me screaming from across the country.
I'm ready for it at this point. You know what I mean? Like, okay, let's see what everybody has been freaking out over for the last 5 years or whatnot. Let's get it. Okay, cool. So that's the only thing I'm looking forward to. Anything else is gonna be icing on the cake. Go ahead, agree.
I was gonna say, J. Kuhn, I have an even bigger ass pull.
Mm-hmm.
The announcement of a new Infamous.
See, now if they do that, you're gonna have me screaming, bro.
You know, because quick story, I'm a major fan of Infamous. However, my PlayStation 3 broke a week before Infamous came out, and because I was broke at the time and I was so upset, I'm not gonna lie, I went to Xbox for the remainder of the year until the PS4 came back. I went back and played Infamous 2, but I very much would like a new Infamous, primarily set in the world of Second Son, because I thought that story ended nicely. However, on an evil note, it would be nice to see a continuation of the evil side of how
Hell no.
No, wait, hold on, wait. It would be nice, but it would also be impossible to do, because one thing that everybody's going to expect is Delson to have at least 50 new powers.
Right.
Yeah.
It would be nice to see, but technically it wouldn't work.
Do y'all think Wolverine will be open linear? Open linear world or open world?
Open/linear. Like some areas I think are probably going to be pretty linear. Because I mean that's how Spider-Man was.
Right. So y'all think it's going to go to Spider-Man model?
Oh yeah.
Wait, Spider-Man is open linear? I thought is it Spider-Man open linear or fully open?
It's open linear. Yeah.
Okay, I could agree with that. Like, you have certain locations you might go to, like Magic Park or whatnot, and those areas are for your own, but it's not just like one big place. Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't. And if you could give me a list, by all means, I'll be honestly surprised. I don't know of a single game that is 100% open world. It's like open world the entire time. Like, even while I've been suffering through Breath of the Wild, the moment you go into a shrine or a dungeon, that becomes linear. So, yeah.
Okay, that was a good question. Um, Miss Marvel died in Spider-Man's comic, and I didn't read the comic, but from what I'm reading, I mean online and in personal, like talking to people who I know, they say this is the worst Spider-Man comic that they've ever read. Is anyone on the panel familiar with what I'm talking about right now?
Very much.
I've seen it, but I have not read it yet. So my only comment for this whole section is it's a comic. She'll be back in a year.
Or less, or less. King Greek, go ahead and can you explain we'll talk about the Spider-Man comic first, and you seem to be well versed in that. Would you like to explain what's going on with that, good sir?
Like her death exactly.
No, not her death. The comic is the comic run. They say
Okay.
this is one of the worst comic runs ever. What's your opinion on that?
Well, it was already off to a bad start once the comic kind of started with Spider-Man not only being in a horrible place in his life again, but hopefully is this word against yeah, no, I can say this now. He got cut. This comic started off with him getting cut. If you know what that word means, then you know what it means. I'm not going to explain it. So the reason why people hate it,
I'm gonna stop you right there because even you aren't using the word right. Pick a different word.
Is it not?
Yes.
Is it?
Do you know what a cuck actually is?
Okay, we're not about to be talking about this right now anyway.
Okay, all right. So basically, the way the comic started for why people hated it is, I believe, Peter and MJ were trapped. Well, it was advertised as when Spider-Man came back, there was something that he did that was so horrific. Basically, he was on the outs with everybody, his friends, his family, the superhero community. Nobody wanted anything to do with him. As we go forward and that story starts, he ends up losing MJ again because he gets trapped in an alternate dimension with her. Now they meet a person named Paul in that dimension. Once they finally figure out a way to make it back home, Paul pushes Spider-Man through the portal, sending him back to Earth, and keeps MJ there with him. Next time they meet again, Paul and MJ are married and have kids. MJ married the man that separated her from her boyfriend willingly in front of her face. Yeah. And again, this is already on the cusp of people starting to really dislike MJ in this day and age, just because every time she's involved, Spider-Man always regresses back to his bad, struggling state of mind. Like the moment he's winning, the moment he's finally getting things going his way, they pull him right back down, because the fact of the matter is, Spider-Man, a character who suffered so much, they never want him to be happy, which again is one of the major issues with him.
Okay, so Spider-Man loses MJ. She has kids with the person who literally caused him wrong. How does Kamala Khan end up dying in this situation?
Oh that's the bad thing. Kamala only showed up maybe a couple of times in this run, and it was very minor. It was very minor appearances because I think she was working. She was working at the Oscorp building. Like if I'm right about that, but yeah, no, she had a less than really minor presence in this series at all, which is why I came out of nowhere, because not only is this the second time she's died, her death really made no sense.
Well, who killed her?
Zeb Wells, who also is a writer on the Marvels.
No, who killed her in the comics?
That part I haven't read. That part I haven't read. Like the exact cause of her death, I can't.
You couldn't
like,
even make it to God. Lee, that sounds like a horrible comment.
The exact cause of her death, I can't remember. But she is currently dead. And the worst thing about it is, again, Kamala, a character that's become so loved and so pivotal in this day and age of Marvel, they just killed her off right out of nowhere. And the only thing about it is, this isn't the second time she's died and there was a Spider-Man present. The first time she died, Miles, who was her best friend, watched her die. Miles made a deal with Mephisto to bring her back, which inadvertently caused another person that they saved to die in her to die in her place. So now that person technically died for nothing because Kamala's dead again. But like J. Kun said, she's gonna be back. The sad thing about it is, when you look at how much the MCU has been bleeding into the comics of the past few years, this death is essentially to rewrite her as a mutant in the comics. Because even though her creator originally intended for her to be a mutant, she ended up becoming a human instead.
Because of the whole Fox drama. And I think everybody knows that she was supposed to originally be a mutant. She was supposed to go to Charles Xavier School of Mutants and all of that stuff to become Miss Marvel, but yada yada.
To this day, I still think that's funny as hell. It's like, hey, we would like our X-Men franchise back. Do you mind? How much do you want for it? No, we're not giving it back. All right. Writes all of mutants out of books. That's pretty much exactly what happened.
That really what happened. I mean, that's literally. I mean, no more mutants. Like there was like what a total of 12 mutants on the planet at one point.
Yeah,
like they were not playing, bro. They were not playing. No Fantastic Four. Oh, y'all still with them too? You get off of Earth. We don't know where y'all at right now. Go travel the hemisphere or something, bro.
Y'all don't want to hand over Wolverine? All right, kill him off in 4-issue miniseries.
Real quick too. Like
Miss Marvel was she was really the tip of the iceberg, because if you go and look at it, like a majority of Zeb Wells' run of Spider-Man has been complete trash. One of the only good things that we've gotten out of it is that he has and I hope that this stays, he has a healthy relationship with the person that I feel like he should have been with all along, which is Black Cat. That's one of the only good things to come out of this. He's together with Black Cat. Their relationship is healthy. They're thriving.
Bro, MJ got kids with somebody else. How does that even work in a not Marvel Cinematic, but the Marvel comic universe? That don't even MJ don't have kids with nobody else, bro.
Man, the Marvel comic universe hasn't made sense in almost a decade. We're just along for the ride at this point.
Yeah.
Wow.
The Avengers just got done teaming up with their like 1 million BC versions of themselves. Like nothing makes sense in the Bucks no more. Why do you think I stick to DC? They have the common decency to restart everything every couple of years.
Yeah, like the DC storyline that just finished. That's one of the best storylines I've read in both out of the Marvel or DC.
DC's was great. Black Metal was great.
Mm-hmm.
Dawn of DC was really good. Well, that's still going on.
I can't remember the name of the run where Jonathan and the kids took over for the league. Was that Dark? Was that Dark Crisis?
Dark Crisis. That was really good.
Dark Crisis was great.
Is that Black Adam running through the fountain of the Hall of Justice? What scared the shit out of him?
Yeah.
The Justice League's dead. They're all freaking dead. John Kent's just like, oh shit.
And now we're about to get an actual legitimate new Trinity, because we got Damian and John, and we're about to get we're about to get Trinity, which is Wonder Woman's daughter. So
they just hope they got rid of the whole Yara Floor thing altogether.
Yara's still there, but like I mean, we're getting a Trinity in the true sense of the Trinity.
The kids. Wait, how does Wonder Woman have a daughter? Who her baby daddy is?
That hasn't been explained. No, she hasn't come out yet. We know Trinity is coming. They showed us the art for her and everything. We don't know we don't know all of that yet. That's gonna be explained once that comic drops. But Trinity is on the way.
But yeah, Dawn of DC has been good so far, because they've been doing this whole thing of like with Dark Crisis, they have passed the torch to the younger generation, and Dawn of DC has just been a continuation of okay, we're sticking to this.
Like
that's where Marvel messed up at, because they had that whole all new, all different, where they were trying to change everything instead of passing torches. Pass the damn torch. You don't have to change anything to pass a torch. Miss Marvel is to me is not really a great example of the next Captain Marvel, but her torch could have been passed cool. Spider-Man and Miles Morales Spider-Man, that's a cool torch passing. But when you just creating characters like Ironheart, even though I love Ironheart, there was no feeling behind that. So why, you know what I mean? Like,
it's more name sharing than torch passing with Marvel. That's the difference.
Yeah, DC does tried and true torch passing. Like, there's been like 4 different people who have held the moniker of the Flash, where it's like it's a family thing at this point. And the DC screws up a lot. But one thing they do is passing the torch generation to generation. They do that in storytelling perfectly, and they've always been good at it.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yeah. Yes, indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if we don't have anything else to talk about, this was a hell of a show. King Greek, go ahead and tell people where they can find you at, good sir.
You guys can find me on Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter at King Greek.
But what's your Overwatch name? Why your Overwatch name ain't King Greek?
I don't know. How about you ask Blizzard and they policy to not change names?
Bastards. Go ahead though.
Yeah. But you guys can also find me as later this week I will be streaming the open beta for My Hero Ultra Rumble. I'm gonna try to be streaming all 7 days of that, because that leads directly into the Diablo 4 release, and then we'll be streaming that as well. I wish I could stream the game I'm playing right now, but for reasons I legally can't.
Bro. I understand.
I
understand. J. Coon, put yourself on the map. Tell everybody we can find you at, sir.
Aren't we forgetting something?
Yeah, we are.
Wait, what's happening? Doom don't look happy.
Oh no, he is.
I forgot it. Why?
His nose is bridged. He don't look happy.
Damn.
I'm happy. I just forgot. Is all. So,
this is why I'm the greatest co-host in the world.
I mean, I don't have no other co-host to argue with, so I can't even argue. So,
hey,
I would like to do this real quick, because this is something that's probably been in the works for a good long time. I would like to personally welcome J. Coon Prime to Doom Squad Gaming, baby. You dig? That's what we gonna do. We got the man, the myth, the legend, the Destiny father, the Fortnite frenzy man. That's Destiny dad, Fortnite father. That's how we gonna say that. And we're going to have this man on the team. So we're going to look forward to big things, look forward to him hosting community nights and block parties and things like that, as well as steadily being the co-host right here on the weekly wrap-up. So with all that said, welcome to the team, good sir.
Thank you, brother.
Lazy Les Bons Home Roulette, which means let the good times roll. Peace out, people.
Boy, y'all.
What's shaking, people? It's your boy Doomkiller HD. Sit back and relax. You are now rocking with the best. Let's go. It's the weekly wrap up where we give you the news, break it down bite size so it's easier to consume, discussing the hottest game that's out of what's coming soon. Is it real or is rumor? Homie, that's up to you. Fire or trash reaction, live viewers call in, no cap conversation, we going all in. It's the weekly wrap up, so enjoy the show. You're now rocking with the best. Let the good times roll. Come on.